Hey, hi. Do you see the camel? Yeah, see? Cute camel, right? So I want to tell you something about this camel. Let's say you had a business and your business was located on a camel's back. So, you are an adventurous guy, you travel all around the world on your camel's back and you sell the stuff on your camel's back. So now what happens is somebody gets interested in your product or service and he asks you, how can I buy your stuff? And then you say, you know what, I sell my stuff only on my camel's back, and maybe when my camel is here you can buy that stuff. Not an ideal situation to be in, and that's why you don't have to have your business on camel's back, because once you have your business on camel's back, your camel will go rest somewhere else, you will be somewhere else, and your stuff that you sell might be somewhere near the camel, right? So what happens is, in the world that we live in today, you and your stuff that you sell are two separate things. They're not the same thing. But the stuff that you sell, or the product and service that you sell, will not sell on its own, right? You will sell it. So when you sell that product and service, people get interested in knowing more about it. It is not necessary that you have to be always there, or your camel should be there so that you have to sell your product. So that's when the domain name comes in handy. Get the idea? That's the idea about domain name. If you have a domain name, irrespective of wherever you are selling your product or service, whoever is getting interested of your product or services, they can actually go on a single place, and that is your domain name, and get to know more about your product or services. Hi there. So you want to book your domain name, right? And when you want to book your domain name, you want to look at some specific things. So before we move on, let's do a quick recap. What we have already done is we have discussed, who is a beginner. When we are looking at digital marketing for beginners, we need to understand who beginner is, and it is important that you consider yourself beginner. If you're not a beginner, if you are a person who is a little advanced, or who is well into all this stuff, then probably you don't want to do this, and it might not help you a lot. But if you're a person who is a beginner, these are the ways that we have defined the beginner, and we have already done a video about it. You can possibly go and look at that video and understand whether you are a beginner or not. So I'll leave the link somewhere here or here, right? So you can click that and you can go to that video and learn more about who is the beginner. Now after that, we also did another video which was about finding a niche, and we basically discussed what are the points that you should consider before getting into a digital marketing business or anything that you want to promote, and why you need a niche to operate in. So we discussed that in length. There's a video for that as well, which we have done earlier, and you will find again the link somewhere here. So that aside, today we are talking about domain names, and talking about that, there are a couple of things that you need to take in your mind and consideration, so that it works well with everything that you're doing. And let me explain this a little further. So your website or your domain name is like an information headquarter. So you have an address which is a virtual address. So you have a shop address, and your shop is located at somewhere, right? And anyone can go there and get the product or service. Same thing is done virtually, and you have a domain name. Anybody enters that domain name, reaches to your store or your website, and he can learn more about your product or services. So that's the whole idea of domain name. Now, your domain name, as we said, is an information headquarter. It carries all the information about your products and services. So basically, to start with, you would have your product catalogs, you will have landing pages, or you could simply describe your product or services in your website. And the whole idea is that you pique the interest of people who visit your website, and then they can possibly choose what they want to buy on your website. And you might even go up to the extent of, if somebody is really willing to buy, they can actually buy your product or service online itself if it permits. So that's the whole idea. Whether you are awake or not, whether you are sitting in your shop or not, whether you are promoting your product or services or not, a website is a virtual asset which works for you 24/7. And so it is important to have your own website. Any customer anywhere around the world at any point of time 24/7 can go to your website and get more information about your product and service. So that's very, very powerful. um, that being said, we'll come to the fact that although it is such a powerful tool, a lot of people don't utilize it the way it should be. So we'll talk about that some point of time later. Then, your domain name is also connected with your branding. When you look at the branding piece, you have to relate your domain name with your brand in some manner. It might be that your business name matches with your domain name, or your trademark name matches with your domain name. There are so many ways that you can look at it, but it's not like completely mandatory that you should have your business name in your domain name. There are so many complications that you might run into, like you might not get the domain name in your business name, or your trademark might be different from your domain name, and things like that. So don't make it a prerequisite. Be flexible, but at the same time, there are other aspects that you should consider when booking your domain name, and it should all come together. So namely, you should look at branding piece. If you cannot get something which is close to your business name or your trademark name, at least get something which you would rather brand yourself with, right? So it is not mandatory to have your branding name matching with your business name or trademark again. So think of something that is easy to remember, it is unique, and it doesn't have any existing trademarks. So when you say when you look at the part of memorability, your domain name has to be small enough. I mean, it's best to have maybe 5-letter or 6-letter domain name, but it's increasingly difficult to have a domain name like that because of the competition that is already there. There are a lot of people who are into this business of buying and selling domain names, and domain names which are simpler are hardly available. So you will have to think really you'll have to get creative, and you will have to think in real innovative terms as to how everything comes together, and you get a domain name which kind of goes together with your business. So the important aspect is here of memorability. Pick up a domain name which is short enough, which is easier for you to share with other people, and it is easier for other people to remember your domain name. Now, after that, it has to be unique. So don't pick up something that is too generic, right? So if you pick up something too generic, firstly, you won't get that domain name because most likely it will be already booked. And if you make it too long and it is not unique, then people will not remember it. So you have to ensure that your domain name is unique as well as memorable. Now, the other aspect that you need to consider is that you should ensure that the domain name that you are picking up is not a registered trademark for someone else, because then what happens is you end up promoting their business. So you want to avoid that situation completely. So you will have to do this research a little bit and come to a conclusion of what your domain name should be. Now again, I particularly want to stress that don't get too tied up with this. Okay, of course some research is required, some due diligence is required here, but don't get too tied up and get into a nervous breakdown of what your domain should be. The domain name hardly costs something like $7 to $10. In Indian rupees, it will come to around 800 bucks or so. So you can always get a second domain name, and you can look at better domain name if you find something which suits better in scheme of things for you. So don't get too possessed by it. Immediately, quickly do some research, arrive at a domain name and get going with it. Remember that we have just started, and if you get too tied up with this, then the problem is that you will not progress. So this is like basic hurdle, getting your domain name. So get past it as soon as you can. Thanks a lot, and next session we will talk about web hosting and how you can do that the correct way. Thanks a lot.